Okay, Necroa mod, day 5. We are officially, I believe at least, we are clear of the infection that we contracted a couple days back. We managed to acquire ourselves some antibiotics. However, I have noticed that we have our first, proper evolution that has come up called Peptide Surge, which something in their blood makes them stronger, so they hit harder. So they're now going to destroy structures, and I would imagine, if I had to guess, that their potential to drag you down is probably going to be higher. So that's disturbing, to say the least. I live in Arizona. AC is a religion to me. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not standard that houses have air conditioning here. You know what? I'm actually going to start leaving this open when we're away from base, just because I don't want them to destroy it while I'm away. Ah, okay, you work in a heart surgery ward, so you get really cold temperatures and stuff. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's a particularly, like I say, not necessarily hot, but it's quite humid here today, so it's quite sweaty. Is this mod multiplayer compatible? Not to my knowledge, no. That's an easy fix. Remove their blood from their bloodstream. Yeah, if their blood is just making them stronger, let's just remove the blood. Easy. You know what I might do, thinking about it, is we can do a lot of building, but we could just put some cars right there. We could drag some cars into the gate. Just realize that I once again have my cursor turned off because I turn it off for recording. Let me turn that back on so that you guys can see what I'm pointing at. Yeah, if we put some cars across here, maybe could work. What kind of carpentry building can I actually do? Not much right now. That we can't even build we can build wooden wall frames, I think. No, we can't. We need carpentry too. So we could put up some log walls. But I think really we just need to catch a life and living show. Because we're at, yeah, we're pretty close to level 2, and then we can just start crafting. We've got a bunch of magazines that we need to read. We've got a lot of stuff to sort out here because we now have weapons. We now have firearms that I need to start training with. And what we were talking about was doing a gun lockup in here. I think was our thought process. So I'm gonna start shifting stuff out of these containers, out of these shelving units. We can start putting some firearms in here instead. The safe actually a container? The safe is not a container. It's a little disappointing. Honestly, kind of expected the safe to work as the storage cabinet. Put everything in these toolboxes if I can. Just to get rid of them, really. You can move them all out of the way. So not reliable. Thank you very much for the follow. You're doing well. Yeah, we can put these in the satchel there. Okay. Let's start stocking these shelves with ammunition and firearms. So we've got a lot to transfer over here. So it will probably take us a minute, but it's going to be worth doing. We're actually going to train some firearms skill as well, I think, today. Especially if we can get, like, the aiming book read. I don't know if we have the first one. That might be something that we consider doing, is just spend this day reading the firearms book. And then we go out and do a little bit of training, clear the local area, you know? Okay, so I do already have quite a lot in these duffel bags. So we're going to take those over there. Would your day be improved with a coffee, Mr. Duck? Yeah, I can go for a coffee. Thank you. That sounds lovely. I was contemplating because I don't know if it's just going to make me warmer, but go for a coffee. Thank you. Let's put the firearms themselves in this one. Didn't know you streamed, so you said in one of your videos on YouTube. Yeah, it's one of those things, dude. I post it in quite a few places, but of course it kind of relies on people like either looking in just the right place or happening to catch one of my posts, or, you know, me mentioning it. It's difficult to let people know. But I appreciate you stopping by on the Twitch. And this is basically, so I don't know how much of my content you're aware of, Reliable, but I have the main YouTube channel, and then I have a YouTube VODs channel, which is where all of these streams get uploaded. So we actually have two YouTubes, which is !VODs in the chat. So if you miss any of these streams, you can actually catch them on YouTube as well. It's like just like a video format instead. I'm also on we're also on YouTube Shorts, we're on TikTok, we're on, more recently, we're on Instagram, and we're actually, as of today, we're also now posting on Facebook Reels, because Facebook do a fast track program, I guess, for creators that already have like established channels. And I got sent an invite to that, which basically means it's like they give you a financial incentive, right? So they are actually paying me for the next 3 months a flat rate of $1,000 just to post content on Facebook. So worst case scenario, it doesn't do well and I take home the $3,000, and best case scenario, it actually does all right and we generate some more income for repurposing content I've already got. So pretty good deal all round. I couldn't really say no. What up, Lurlo? How's it going? But my understanding was that fast track program has only just come to the UK like recently. I'm quite lucky, really. Very good news for me, as someone that has been very frustrated by TikTok's lack of monetization in Europe and the UK in the past. Oop. 12 gauge. Going to use YouTube. I don't blame you. A lot of people are like a similar kind of way, right? Like they'll only use like 1 or 2 platforms at most. It's just whatever you're comfortable with. And I think that's why it's important for us as creators to actually post across multiple platforms. Because everybody has their preferences. Ready for another night at work? Thank Jeebus for the World Cup. yeah, I obviously, like, I'm not really a football person as such, but I heard that England won their first match the other night, well, last night, 4-2, I think, with Croatia. So that's, you know, that's pretty good, I guess, for us. Me not really having a bloody clue what I'm talking about, but winning, I understand that winning is good. Okay, we've got our box of water ration cans. Now, these are actually really good because what this is essentially going to do is it's going to save me having to constantly, like, refill the water, like the water dispenser. Like, if I want to, I can just take like some cans of water and it will save me some time, which is kind of nice. It's up to your VOD so I can catch up with that. I appreciate that, man. I hope you enjoy the content. I really do. Watching this series on your VOD channel, there seems to be a gap between the last VOD and this stream. Oh, are you a member on the YouTube VODs channel, Laird? That's because we just haven't got, like, I haven't got the thumbnail and stuff ready for, like, the next couple episodes. They're not, like, not even one is publicly available at the moment. The only reason you can watch those at the minute is because you're a member. But yeah, they'll become available over the next couple of days. I think the next one to go up will be the Schedule 1 VOD from today, and then to, like, later tonight / tomorrow, I'll get my editor on all those thumbnails, and we should be able to get those hooked up for you. I'm gonna decide what I need to get rid of, what I want to move into storage. I think we said we were going to use the tent as extra storage and just place it sort of outside. I think that was the idea. We have an extra one here. Here we go. Tent packed. Unpack. And then I can place it. I can place it in the next door. In the next door one, to be honest. Like in here. We were going to use this as like extra storage. Because I think even if you add a sleeping bag and a pillow to a tent, it's still average sleep quality. And in here, this is average right now anyway. So I don't think there's any benefit to like sleeping in a tent compared to what we have now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Drop these gloves because they're damaged. You just started playing this game. It's really hard. It is. It is. It's one of those games that, like, to start with, it takes a while for things to, like, click. Do you know what I mean? It takes a while for you to really get it. Then when it does, you're in for a treat. What up, Wolverine? How's it going? Okay, so that's all of our inventory sorted. I think my next thing that I want to do, I want to read Aiming 1, which we picked up. So I think I would like to sit and read Aiming 1. a nice chill day at the base for us. And then what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to train firearms. I think, I don't really know. I don't really know what the easiest or the quote-unquote best way to train firearms is with build 42, because the aiming system has been changing quite a lot. But the way that it always used to be was that shotguns were the best for XP because they hit multiple targets. It's harder to hit multiple targets now because the sort of the spread has been narrowed. So what I'm thinking is we will start with the 38 revolver that I believe we have, because it comes with like it's not ammo we're gonna need later, right? It's something that we can use at level 1. It's the quietest weapon in the game. I don't know if that's still true, actually, because there's been some new additions in, like, recent updates. It's a very quiet weapon, and I think it will allow us to get rid of some ammo we don't need, and it's easy to use at aiming level 0. So I think the 38 revolver is going to be, like, my best option for training. We do have a 9mm pistol as well, but again, if I can save some of that ammo for later, I would rather do that. You keep getting thirst. It's hard, but might get my friends to play. Thirst is relatively easy to manage. So the simple way to remedy that is to have a water bottle in your direct inventory, which is the one with the box, right? You fill it up with water just from anything. You can use a sink, a toilet, a bath, anything that runs water. And then just keep it in your inventory, and your character will drink from it on a regular basis without you having to do anything. It's like they'll drink from it automatically until the bottle is empty. Then you've got to refill the bottle. So it's a really good way to keep on top of thirst very easily. We've got an extra, like, added difficulty layer with the Necroa mod, though, because in the Necroa mod, water from taps is tainted, so we actually have to purify the water ourselves. Okay. Done some reading. We need to do some eating now. You don't gain any extra XP from hitting multiple targets anymore. You need to worry about the accuracy chance stuff, though. So shotguns are still good if you're fighting from a distance. Guns don't miss anymore, but the XP gain still uses the accuracy rolls. Still want to be as close as possible until you get a couple levels under your belt, just so you gain XP. Interesting. So in this situation then, Retinaru, in this situation, when I am considering that I want to save my shotgun ammo for later, and the fact that the revolver is a lot quieter, do you still think that's like a good choice, or would you just suck it up, use a shotgun, and go get more shotgun ammo later, sort of thing? I'm a little bit worried about attracting a lot of attention. Yeah, no problem, Silent, no problem. We got a lot of, like, beginner guides and stuff on the YouTube if you're interested. We are by Riverside. We're just to the southwest of Riverside right now. I'm pretty sure we have a revolver somewhere. I have to move it over from here because I think it's still in the gun locker, actually. Yeah. Need to move all this stuff over. Use the revolver and just expect it to take 2 headshots to kill them, since it doesn't do much damage. Okay, sounds good. Good, 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 good. Okay. I don't know if you caught my message or not, Retinaru, but those mods are, like, in working order now. Good to go. They've been updated if you wanted to, like, test them out again for yourself, but should be all sorted, I think. Nice. Good, good. I'm excited to do that playthrough. I really just like, I need to get through the, like I said, I need to get through this Necroa series before I get into it. And then we've also got like a Schedule 1 series that we're wrapping up today. Right. Can I grab the extra boxes of ammo? No, we need the extra boxes. Right, let's do it. Do some shoosty. Swap my water bottles over since I'll put an extra one in my inventory rather. So I know we've got like a bunch of zombies over here. And I think this is kind of the area I want to clear out. Wow, okay, so it's not even attracted that guy. See, this is how quiet the 38s are. How close do I have to be? Pretty close. Keep an eye on our aiming skill while I'm doing this. 2.63 altogether, so I'm gonna have to kill quite a few, but we're getting hot as well. We take off the hat. Could probably do with finding some shorts, maybe. Because we're in summer months. Okay. Need some shorts in like decent condition. Long shorts, denim, those look good. The gun's efficient from the start, or kind of just depends on the shorts. Sorry, on the shorts. It depends on the gun, really. And how you use them. I mean, like if I shoot at this zombie from here, like I won't get very good results. He says, and then immediately headshots the zombie out of pure luck. If you click the head, it will do the same damage no matter the distance. Wait. So if I actually click on their heads now, I do more damage. I need to do a short about that, man. I mean, maybe, maybe I'm just dumb. But I do feel like a lot of people probably don't know that. And again, there's a lot of stuff that, like, I'm not up to date with. Missed that change before December. This is the thing. I feel... What's the best way for me to put this? when you're doing videos on every single Thursdoid and every single update that comes out, you sort of lose track. You would think I'm the most knowledgeable person on the game, right? Because I'm covering every single update. And my forte is like guide stuff. But when you're covering every single update, you lose track of what's on the unstable branch, what's on the stable build. You know, if we're part of any like insider testing, like with early footage and stuff, then I lose track of like what's on that and what I'm allowed to talk about and stuff. It's just like you lose, yeah, you just lose some of that info that's in your head. So I probably knew about it. Heck, it was probably in my video. I just forgot. That's nuts, dude. We are so accurate with this thing at zero aiming. Like, I kind of feel a bit OP. And I'm using a 38 revolver, you know? Granted, my range isn't the best. Can't miss, it is OP. Yeah, it feels that way. Okay, so I missed a headshot there, and it didn't kill him. You know, I have mixed feelings. I like that putting your cursor on their head does actually play into it, and you actually get a headshot. But I do feel like we're doing a lot of damage for somebody with like zero aiming skill. Remember, you will not get aiming XP from those shots. Wait. Which? Sorry, okay. Which ones will I not get aiming XP from? Just so I know. Thank you for the coffee, by the way, love. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Oh, what did you put in there? Oh, you got ice cream? When did you get ice cream? You just went down to the shop? We have ice cream, chat. My girlfriend heard me complaining about how warm and sticky it was, and she made me a coffee, and then she went down the shop and got us ice cream. And I'm telling you this because I have ice cream and you don't. Sucks to suck, nerds. You don't deserve her. Bitch, I know it. Shots that you would have had low accuracy on previously are not likely to give you aiming XP. Rhett, can I borrow you for a like later on? Can you give me a proper explanation of this, like over Discord or something? Because I feel like this is something I need to do a short on, because this doesn't sound like it works as intended. Yeah, what up, Battleby? How's it going? What if I just started saying, sorry, I didn't know comedy was illegal here when joining any Twitch chat? I feel like that would be, yeah, you would be inflaming a lot of people. Screw you and your screw duck dick, says Ryan. Sorry, Ryan, is that touch a nerve, is it? Not warm here in Cornwall. Yeah, it's like 26 degrees here, but it's very, very humid. Okay. I'll come by later then when you're on stream and just like and ask you about it, because that's like I'm interested. So from what I understand, then I'm better off waiting until the zombie gets close, and at like when they're really close to me, that's the most likely to give me XP. It's a very weird system, but I guess I get why they've gone for it. Maybe I feel like at longer distance, you should still not have a very good chance to actually do damage to them. You know? Like, I shouldn't be able to just, like, insta-kill one at long distance. Just because I clicked on their head. I feel like them being closer and getting more XP for that kind of makes sense. But not the insta-kill at distance. I'm sitting here at a nice 11 degrees C here in Canada. Nice. Yeah, I'm someone that prefers like colder weather. And then I am a larger gentleman, so I tend to sweat more. It's not very pleasant. I wonder if I'm using the accuracy reticle or if I'm using the other one. Reticle mode, chance to hit. Okay. So I'm on the right one, I'm pretty sure. Your bourbon fell into your coffee? I've just looked across the room and she's got the biggest bottom lip sticking out right now, chat. You have no idea. This has completely ruined Lucy's day. Yeah, you've got a lot to learn on biscuit dunking. It's a very quintessential British activity, so you've got a lot to learn. You'll get there. We've all broken a biscuit in our tea before. It comes to you with time. As a tip, don't just let it soak into the coffee. Go and scoop it out with a spoon if it's only just happened, because otherwise you're just going to be drinking like a mix like coffee with bits. It's not very pleasant. I just thought because I was pure of heart. Life has other plans. We're definitely clearing out this area. Oh, our reloading's gone up. Where's our aiming? Okay, we're not doing bad. Lots of keys around this place. Right, so I think whether this area is completely clear, I don't know, but we've done a good bit of clearance. So I think now, if we go over to the sort of the other end, like over this way, some clearance up there. I do want to check out this building, because it's likely a survivor building. I'll let this zombie whack on the door for a bit, see if he breaks that down, because the zombies are supposedly stronger now. Ooh, a fresh onion. What's this mod about? The Necroa mod basically simulates an evolving virus that changes the transmission vectors, the zombies. It provides a bit of like more hardcore experience, so you need to like wear a mask when in close proximity to the Zeds. You need to wear gloves and wash them so you don't get blood on your hands when eating and thus catch the infection. Our zombies started off like really slow and weak, and now they're getting like tougher. Won't be long before they become sprinters, I assume. But really weird how the targeting seems to prioritize the ones behind who I'm looking at sometimes. Nice. Aiming level 1. We are. Now, the reason we're doing this, by the way, if you're wondering like why I'm spending time leveling up firearms, I mean, firstly, I want to clear this area out because it's fairly close to base, and over time, I believe one of the things that can happen in the Necroa mod is that zombies can actually like track you based on things like smell. So if we're particularly like dirty or bloodied or whatever, I think that comes into it. So I want to try and clear out our local base area anyway. And because I know they're eventually going to become sprinters as well, I want to learn firearms early on. Because having some more skill in firearms later is going to be useful when they start running. We're just doing a little bit of like base prep right now. Clearing out the local area, making sure we're well prepared for later. I think there's also a zombie in here still. I probably need to go and kill. Oh. All that time, and the person with the key for the storage unit was in there the whole time. We've been breaking down doors for like weeks. Let's just check if that also opens these. No, okay. I think it opens that building anyway. It's not too bad. Glad I didn't waste all that time. In Arkansas, it's hot and past the bulb point often, but I'm so used to it. I love my swamp forest. was the wildest thing I think I've ever heard anyone say. That they like humidity. How dare you? I'm offended. Are you a fucking lizard? Yeah, maybe they're a lizard man. Member of the secret lizard race. What's up, Ann Mind? How's it going? When the smell of the dead Zeds cover your scent, or is the mechanic not that deep? I don't know, Chubb. And I also don't know if the dead zombies would serve to draw more zombies over. I have no idea. No idea. End of the workday, melting here in northern Germany. It's only day 5. Necroa gets bad when you're 2 weeks in. Yeah. Well, to be fair, day 5 is in 5 days streaming. We're on day 8, about to go into day 9 right now. So yeah, when I say day 5, it's like 5 streaming sessions. It actually rained yet? It hasn't actually rained at all since we installed those. I think this is the last of the ham. We should open the eggs and freeze those. Thank you for the follows, guys. Very much appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the channel. Just want to give you guys a bit of a heads up. We're going to be doing some Schedule 1 here in about an hour and like maybe an extra 10 or so minutes. Yeah, here in about an hour, we're going to be doing some Schedule 1. It's going to be our final stream on Schedule 1 before we move on to something else for the sort of co-op portions of the stream. We're probably going to be doing some... what is it called? Paralives with Lucy, maybe 1 or 2 sessions. Which is basically Sims. It's like a Sims-like game. So that will be interesting. And I think we're also gonna do... I don't know, we've got roadside research as well that we've got on the cards. And if you missed me talking about it earlier as well, we've recently started, like as of today, we are now uploading on Facebook. My short form content. It's a new thing, mostly because of like Facebook's fast track program makes it like easier for creators to get started there, and we get like monetized and stuff. So if you're interested, if you use Facebook, you know, maybe you're a middle-aged mum with 2 kids that likes to bitch about local happenings with their girlfriends. If you're on Facebook, that's the page. Would appreciate any support you guys are willing to lend as we get started. Otherwise, don't feel obligated. I know people use different platforms in different ways. Later, guys. Kids are hungry. No worries. Enjoy. Enjoy. Right, so we're on a fresh day. Water bottle is empty. Let's go ahead and fill those up. And we'll check how much water is actually in here. Okay, we still got a lot. Cool. Right, let's go do some more clearance. People in chat are saying we'll experience a difficulty spike soon, so... Stuttered travel. They follow leaders. The horde moves in one direction faster than they should, not implemented. Structured travel, rather. I really do wish that they didn't have those things that weren't implemented and just stuck to what was implemented, but that's just me. I think somebody was saying that they were probably hindered by the fact that they're using like the Plague Inc. graphical elements. But I don't want to throw anybody under the bus because this is a really cool mod and I don't want to take away from what this modder has done. But if that's the reason why all of this like not implemented stuff is just in already, I feel like that's kind of lazy. And I'd rather just not see the not implemented stuff and then have done like a new graphic so that all that stuff wasn't confirmed. Because like, it takes modders a while to add things and we're never really sure whether they're going to finish stuff because obviously they're not paid, they're doing it for the love of the game. I'd almost just rather not know about unconfirmed, like unreleased features. Is that a pilot? That is a pilot. You know, let me bash them with a baseball bat. Just in case they've got some clothing or stuff worth having. Jerry Warner. They do not have anything worth having. Hey, I appreciate it, Shoebams. Thank you. Aiming skill is coming along nicely. That's right, you don't get as much of a multiplication with the aiming skill book, do you? It's 1.5, not 3 times. Ooh, lots of zombies here. Okay, we're gonna take some beta blockers. Chug some of those back. And also, my mask is about to run out, so let me go ahead and change that. If we've got an extra one, yeah. Drop this one on the ground, just so that I'm not going to be reusing it. Alright, let's get in there. Oh, I need to open a new box of ammo. At least this way I'll be able to loot the auto shop and some of these trailers. Definitely clearing the area out. I think some of these bodies can reanimate too. I don't know if maybe I should consider about doing a mass burn maybe, but it'd be a heck of a lot of work to get rid of all these bodies at this point. Can you still become desensitized after killing a certain amount of zombies? Was that in vanilla? I know there was a mod for it. I can't remember if that's in vanilla now or not. Nice. Okay. Seems to be one in here, maybe. Oh, there's another one. Taking a lot longer to level up aiming now. But thankfully there's a lot of zombies for us to kill. Did they break the door? They did. No, they didn't. When did that alarm go off? I didn't touch anything. Interesting. Well, I mean, if anything, if this draws in a bunch more zombies, it gives me more of an opportunity to get rid of some of these lurking zombies around base. When you clear all the Zeds around your base area and then an alarm goes off and draws more in. We go. British Badger, thank you very much for the follow. Okay. Let's just check around here, make sure there's no more lurking in this building. Can't see into all the rooms properly, really, but it's alright. How's our aiming skill doing now? We're just over the halfway point. And I'm willing to bet there'll be a bunch more zombies over here now with that alarm going off. Yeah. Bunch more down there now. Like a couple of vehicles up here too. Did we finish reading mechanics? No, we didn't. We got a little bit more mechanics to read, and then I'm going to start, like, working on vehicles periodically as well, just grinding a little bit of XP. How much ammo do I have left? 2 rounds. We need another box. We've only got 2 more boxes, so... And then we're going to have to swap to another weapon anyway. Probably a 9mm or a shotgun. Really? Again? It's a different one going off. It's actually kind of going to help, though, because it's going to keep them occupied while I pick off ones around the edges. Some more beta blockers just to reduce the panic here, because there's a lot of zombies. To be fair, I'm glad we're getting rid of these zombies now rather than when they become sprinters. Imagine if the Necroa mods, just like updated these zombies to sprinters in real time as I'm fighting them, and they all just ran at us. I really hope that can't happen. That would be a glorious clip. Yeah, that would be going straight on the YouTube short. Dynamic sprinter upgrade is terrifying. Yep. Yo, Ash, thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciate it. Are you managing okay in the heat, Sir Smashley? Are you doing all right, sir? I am warm. Me too. Me too. Saying to chat, it's not exactly like... It's not like hot, but it's humid here. Very sticky. My mask is about to break, chat, and I don't think I have another one, so we need to get back to base. Post haste. Post haste. Zombie still hasn't broken his way out of this building yet. Starting to think he doesn't actually want to get out, to be honest. I feel like a hippo in the desert. Yeah, I feel that, mate. I feel that. Beached whale in the Maldives. The mod is already amazing for dynamic zombies over time anyway. Yeah. It is a really cool mod. Walrus in the Caribbean, take your pick. Yep. I know we're doing a lot of running, but we are kind of on the clock trying to get this mask replaced. Get more in the car? No, we've got some in here. We found like a whole bunch of surgical masks while we were looking for those antibiotics that we needed, so thankfully we have spares. And they don't weigh very much either. It's only like 4. It's not a good idea to drink from this bottle with bloody gloves. Well, I mean, I'm not, but I was gonna, I guess filling it up and drinking from it are a very similar thing in that sense. Okay, another wash. Where are we at with aiming? We're almost there. A few more kills and we'll be good. Oh, chat, I do just also want to say, those of you that were here the other day when we did the war alert sponsor, the sponsored segment, and I especially want to say as well to Commandant Ral and Ash for actually downloading and joining us and giving me some like much easier content to make around it. I really do appreciate you guys coming out for that. And I was able to see like how many clicks on like the link that we had and stuff, and like how many people like wishlisted the game and things like that. And you guys really came out in force, so thank you so much for like helping with that and engaging with the sponsored content and stuff, because it increases the chance that we'll get stuff like that again if people can see the results. So thank you for clicking the link, for playing the game with me, whatever you did. It was very much appreciated, and it's all gone down quite well. So fingers crossed we can do more stuff like that in the future. I will make sure that it's not too often. We'll probably only take like even if, you know, I had my pick of the lot and we could just choose whatever we wanted, I'll probably only do like, I don't know, a couple a month maybe, right? At most. And they'll be like 2-hour segments, so it won't be that many. In the sponsor world though, it's kind of like you go months without anything and then you just have a wave of stuff all of a sudden. We'll take it as it comes. It was a pleasure losing to you, and it was a pleasure playing with you, Ash. I quite liked I quite enjoyed the strategy we went for with the German lineup, where I was able to build those pill boxes everywhere and then upgrade the pill boxes to be like MG boxes, so that like I just, every point we took, we had like defensive fortifications around it in the early game, and then that allowed me to deploy more tanks later on. That seemed to work really well. But I did also enjoy playing the Russians because they had those missile battery like trucks that were just so much fun to use. I got screwed by skipping the tutorial, not knowing I had to manually tier up. Yeah, that makes sense. What if I told you, Ash, that that wasn't actually in the tutorial? I think I worked that one out myself. Because, like, I think I went through a similar thing where I was like, why can I only spawn these infantry? Yeah, no, I do get what you mean. Oh, wow, look, all these zombies have come over. You still got respawn on? I don't think so. We're on default apocalypse, I'm pretty sure. Mod, but with default apocalypse. Alright, nice. Level 2. Best way to train aiming is point blank execution, so I've been told. Which makes no sense really when you think about it. How's your mask doing? Good, good. We just replaced it recently. You can see that down here by my hotbar. On the right of my hotbar. Pancho! Pancho the dog. Look, chat. Pancho. I found Pancho. No, I'm keeping him. Sorry, Lucy just popped her head in, chat. Apologize, chat, if you can hear what can only be described as gargling in the background. It's Frank. Whenever he walks around with his ball, he just sounds like a dragon almost. Just bleh, 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 as he's carrying it around all over the place. I've never known a dog so attached to an item in his life. Loves that ball, takes it everywhere. I grew up with pugs, I understand. Yeah, Frank is a French bulldog. And he's had the operation to help with his breathing since he's come to us, and it has majorly helped him. He's so much happier now than when he first came to us. He's a good boy. Just loves his ball. She mad that an Ent joke with me and my response made her drop her bourbon in her coffee? She was very upset that she dropped her bourbon in her coffee. Very, very upset. You'd think that the sky was falling, honestly. Understandable, biscuits are expensive. Ah, but you see, I get the knockoff cheap ones that are like 27p for an entire pack. Still find it funny when Brits and Americans have a discussion on what a biscuit versus a scone is. Yeah, we went through all that, me and Lucy, because Canadians call them cookies too. So we had to go through all that. I think she's pretty much learned most of the like linguistical differences now. Because it's important she does, because she works like in a customer facing role. So he has to know what the lingo is. I wonder if Project London will have a large variety of biscuits. Maybe, yeah. Won't be historically accurate if it doesn't. More realism. Just sit by the river with a tea and a custard cream. Oh man, I love custard creams. I've introduced Lucy to bourbons. I don't know if have I introduced you to custard creams? No, not yet. Well, I'll get custard creams next. She's had chocolate hobnobs, and she was a big fan of those. But then how can you not be a fan of a chocolate hobnob, you know? Oh. There was a whole can of gas in here. What's the vehicle condition like? Because I might just take it. We did have this other van that we were meant to take from before, to be fair. Ooh, wee. What was in this van? Because we were meant to come back and grab this from like ages ago. Did I leave stuff in here? Nah, not really. Just take this one. It doesn't... Okay, so it doesn't have gas in it, but there was a gas can in the back. So, I mean, like, you know, let's just fill her up, take her to the gas station, fill it up some more. Have you seen the giant one you can get from M&S? What, a giant custard cream? Bro. I'm all over it. We have like a half day without Frank tomorrow, and I think we're planning a trip into our nearest local city. We're gonna find sushi and something else to do, maybe with air conditioning. So maybe I'll take us on a little detour to Marks and Spencer's and see if we can find a giant custard cream. Hashtag just British things. No container for fuel. Refuel from pump. There we go. Next time in England, I want to get one of those giant cod fillet fish and chips on the coast while I contemplate Doggerland. Listen, you're better to get haddock. Haddock is nicer, in my opinion. But if you do get fish and chips, right, you also need to get side of a pot of curry sauce, because believe me, it tastes completely different from a chippy to anywhere else. Okay, it's a different thing altogether. So get like a side of a tub of curry sauce to dip your chips in, and ask for scraps as well. Scraps are usually worth checking, but scraps are usually free. And it's just like the little bits of like the batter that have flaked off in the fryer, and they like put them and let the oil drain from them, and it's like little crispy bits of batter sprinkled all over the top of your chips. Nom 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 nom. Tips from a Brit on what to do when you go to the chippy. And don't trust, right? Whatever you do, don't trust a posh chippy, right? A fancy fish and chip shop is not a chippy, okay? They're always pants. They're crap. Don't trust them. Just go to a nice local, you know, real small scale chippy shop. Don't go to some posh chippy restaurant that tries to glam it up. They're bollocks. Curry sauce for chips? What kind of curry sauce? It's very difficult to describe because fish and chip shop curry sauce is very different to any other curry sauce. Like another one, if you went to a Chinese restaurant out here and asked for curry sauce, that is completely different to fish and chip curry sauce. It's also really fucking good. Like the two couldn't be more different if they tried. But they're both great. Can you tell that I'm overweight, chat? See what I can glean here in the US and see what I can find. It's got to come out to the UK, man. Don't believe all of these propaganda posts that you see online that are like, oh, the Brits still eat like they're in World War II. Some people do, but then some people do fucking everywhere in the world. Like, you know, there are people everywhere that don't have a clue on how to cook. But There are a lot of really good restaurants and eateries out here. Some of the best in the world, even. There's a reason why, like, the chef, like, the best chefs in the world have often trained in London. Lots of people don't have a clue, period. Yeah, fair. Soul's Breath, thank you very much for the follow. No, but the food here is actually really good. I understand where the stereotype comes from, but it's wrong. See, that's coming from a Canadian that's moved to live out to the UK, chat. So if you don't believe me, then you can take Lucy's word for it. We'll always remember Lucy telling me about one of her, like, colleagues that she worked with at one place. That basically went on a trip to the UK and then was saying, like, how bad the food was. And when Lucy asked where she had gone to eat, she said, well, we just tried a Starbucks. And I have never let out a more exasperated sigh from my nose that in my life. Because how the fuck are you gonna judge British food on an American coffee place? Makes me want to drive over and spend time in the UK. I need to try all the foods. Dude, it's... honestly, it gets a bad rap. It gets a bad rap. Times have changed. Some really good food out here. If any of you ever come to, like... If you ever just do, like, a stop in London, because I know, like, if, you know, you guys come over from, like, the States and Canada and whatever, like, London tends to be, like, the go-to. And I would say... if you get the chance, go out to some more rural areas too, because like rural England can be like beautiful. Places like Devon, places like Durham, Edinburgh is obviously in Scotland, but places like Edinburgh, Bamber, places like that are all so incredibly beautiful, and they don't get seen a lot by like international tourists. But also on top of that, if you can, take the opportunity to try like Camden Market in London. It's like a pretty well known like food market, and you get like a bunch of different foods all coming from different countries and places all in one place, and it's pretty good, pretty good. It's not that UK food is bad, it's that American food is so good. I know there's like there is a lot of like good food in the US for sure. I went to California for a sponsored thing, like an event with Path of Exile 2. And I know like a lot of Americans feel very negatively about California, and it's fine, whatever. But we did have some pretty good food while we were out there. I had when I was there, I had like a seafood pasta that was absolutely incredible. And I will say, like, you guys do burgers better in general. Burgers, just in general, are better in the US. 100%. But there are certain food regulations that you guys don't have to adhere to compared to out here. So, you know, if you're okay with gaining weight, You want to check out Grantham, but our main trip will be Scotland, I think. Why Grantham, out of interest? Why Grantham? Just get a car at the airport, set the sat-nav to a random seaside town and make stops in pubs along the way, and you'll eat some of the best food you've ever had. Yeah, 100%. Well, Edinburgh and London is less than an 8-hour drive too. That is an easy weekend trip. Oh, dude, you have no idea how that sounds to a Brit. An 8-hour drive to us is like traveling across the outback. You know, like that's such a long drive for a Brit. I consider over an hour a long drive. You know, because like everything's so much closer together here, and like there's no real, I don't know, like we live in quite a rural location, so everything's so much closer together. You know, I could hop on a train and be in London in an hour, and I don't even live close to London. Like, I have a friend that lived there, and he gave me some video tours. It seemed like a nice small place to check out. So, I don't want to reveal too much, obviously, but Laird, Grantham is very close to where I am in the UK. I wouldn't necessarily rate it as a tourist location, personally. It's a nice enough little town, but it's not scenic. There's not really much in the way to go and look at. In that same sort of area, if you can make your way to, let me just think. I mean, if you can do somewhere like Beaver Castle, that's pretty good. It's spelt Belvoir. That's beautiful. Belvoir area is really nice. Skegness is a great little like seaside place nearby. It's a bit sort of like low income, a bit sort of like scraggy, if you like, but it's a great time. Lincoln is beautiful. Lincoln is really nice. Yeah, Lincoln is stunning. Like there's a lot of like really cool architecture in Lincoln if you're into that. Lincoln Cathedral and the castle. We can do anywhere when we come over. I don't mind driving, and we'll basically just nomad our way across the UK. Yeah, definitely put Lincoln on the list. There's a lot to do in the Lincoln area too. So if you're into like your World War history as well, there's a lot of like airfields in Lincolnshire. There was quite a large like RAF presence during the Second World War in Lincolnshire. A lot of airfields popped up in that area, so you can find like quite a lot of like air history museums and stuff like that. There are days that commuting home from the office takes me more than an hour. Yeah, I used to commute about I don't know, like a 35-minute drive to work, and like that's considered a decent commute. But a lot of people out here, a long commute would be like commuting into London. And a lot of people do that because you can live in like a cheaper area and then commute into London and earn more. A lot of people do that, and it's sort of like, you know, an hour or two, and that's considered a long commute out here. But yeah, it's just like, you know, we don't because everything's so much closer together. People don't do such long drives as like people in the US. It's all considered a bit longer. Okay, I need to bring some more food out of the freezer. Just have one of these ice creams. We'll grab the muffin. And do we have any sausages? We do have sausages. Okay. An idea is forming because we have hot dog buns. And we have cheese. So we could make like easy hot dogs. Maybe with some ranch. Me salivating at the thought of having hot dogs. Oh, and if you go to the Lincolnshire area, you've got to try Lincolnshire sausages. Let me tell you, just out of this world, man. Lincolnshire sausages are really, really good. The big thing is that my wife is in a wheelchair, so I'll have to keep that in mind for our sightseeing, but that won't be bad. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. I understand. What up, Ansel? Frank is well. He is, checking. He's actually downstairs right now. Oh, he's right behind me. Yeah, he's good. He heard me talking about him and now he's excited. Do you guys want to say hi to Frank? Hang on. Franklin, you want to say hi to chat? Yeah? Saying hello? Are you a good boy? Are you? Yes. Ah. Get it. Get it then. You're a good boy. You a good boy? He's gonna go to his mum now, look. His dad's trying to take my ball, mum. I don't know if you guys can hear him. He's gone to the other desk now. He's hiding. Good boy. Arr. Ah. Ah. Get it. Such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Ugh. The trouble is, it's very hot. Well, very humid right now. So I can't really. I don't want to play with him and get him really worked up. He has a lot of Frenchies in general. Really have a lot of trouble cooling themselves down. You know what I mean? So it's we have to be careful not to get him too worked up in this kind of weather. Does he get frozen treats sometimes? Yeah, we have ice cubes frozen in the fridge with like little bits of biscuit broken up in them, and he loves it, dude. He's a big fan. Stop licking my leg, Franklin. Stop licking my leg. Good boy. You little rascal. Ab. What? Oh, bro, this game sucks. Chat, this is the worst game ever. I can't use a regular sausage to prepare a hot dog. Are you serious? I'm limited to hot dogs only. Because it would be too unrealistic to throw a regular sausage in a fucking hot dog bun. This game is unplayable. Unplayable. You know what? You know what? Screw you, Project Zomboid devs. I'm eating the ingredients separately. I'm eating a hot dog the only way I know how. Screw you, Zomboid devs. Honestly. What's even the point anymore? You know? What's even the point? Did we find a Jenny somewhere already? We did, but we don't have a generator magazine. That's something that I've really got to find, to be honest. Right, it's time. Well, do we bring out a shotgun? I don't think we do. Let's bring a pistol. Let's go for a pistol with the gun sights. And then 3 boxes of ammo. We're gonna have to like load all of these magazines as well, so oh, it's gonna take our character forever as well. Yeah, we do need to try and find a generator mag though. Oh, State of Decay announcement in their Discord. Excuse me? Yo! The first gameplay from State of Decay 3, a full 73 minutes. Amazing. I'm gonna watch that later. Yeah, they've already announced State of Decay 3, right? And it's now got a 2027 release date, I think. Yeah, there are people like playing the, I guess, like Brian Maynard has had an early opportunity to play like an alpha build. That's awesome. I'll be looking forward to playing that game. I definitely want to do some duos, right, when that comes out. Some nostalgia for us, because for those that don't know, Rye was the person I played State of Decay 2 with way back. 70 something minutes, 73 minutes of gameplay. Yeah, from an early alpha build with Brian at Maynard. Exciting stuff. Now, where did I leave my truck? I brought back the van. I think I might have stopped the truck by like the auto shop or something. Trying to remember where I left it. I think it was the auto shop. There it is. I want to grab that, throw probably more boxes of ammo in the trunk, and then we're gonna go do something. We might just start we might just have to start raiding mailboxes for generator mags. And that involves going into the residential areas. See here, how accurate are we? That's not bad. Right, so let's take a quick drive back to base. I think we're just gonna grab like a good handful of boxes of ammo. Maybe even a carton, honestly. Just throw the carton in the back. Because they'll be, you know, a bit easier to carry that way, maybe. Throw that in the trunk. How many more masks do I have? 4. Cool. Okay, we're going to drive into some residential areas and start looking for generator mags, I think. Play some zombie hordes if we can along the way, maybe. We need the heater on so I'm a bit cooler. Summer months right now. Maybe you get lucky with some survivor houses. Yeah, there was that trailer as well near us that was a survivor house. I should check that out at some point, really. I was kind of waiting for the zombie to break his way out of there, but I could have just maybe pulled the barricades off the window. Generally speaking, though, if we go just hitting a bunch of mailboxes, we'll probably find something. I'm going to take a right up here, and we're just going to drive to the town itself. It's the police station, so it'll be in, like, this area that we want to be. Whoops. Yeah, somewhere in there. Hit vids. Oh, we should check hit vids. There's actually... Oh, and there's a GenFAQ co there as well. We might find a generator magazine in there. That's GenFAQ. This isn't too bad. There's not a huge amount of zombies here. We need to get hit vids. Take that opportunity while we've got it. Don't really want to rattle off with the pistol. I feel like there was a lot of zombies nearby. We can do that sort of on the tail end when there's not such good loot on the line. Okay, nothing in here this time. Maybe in the glove box? Cameras and film development. That would be good for leveling, like, electrical. Let me in. Let me in. Ooh. Snacks. Okay, so we already had how electricity works. Woodcraft 5, that's huge. Dog Goblin. Book show. Exposure survival. Did we already get episode 5? No, Cook Show episode 5. Car zone, that's huge. Mechanic skill. Day on the farm, I'd imagine that's maybe good for farming skill. Do 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 do. Growing herbs at home. Simon's Fitness Club. Fitness would be really good. Emergency first aid. Hello, chat. Hello. Is this farming? Now, we can only reach level 3 with each skill via VHS tapes. So we probably won't need all of these cooking VHSs, but one of those things is like, why not? You know, survival instinct. Don't know if that's gonna have any skill points, but we'll check. We've got episode 5. Woodcraft episode 2. We've got Woodcraft episode 5. From ore to store. That might be maybe blacksmithing? I doubt it. Maybe. That's kind of a shot in the dark, honestly. Mother's Boy gives you some knife skill. I know that much. I know an episode of Dead Wrong also gives you some skill and something, but I'm not sure which one it is. Exposure Survival episode 4 I saw there. Fire? I don't think fire, that one gives you anything now. Grab it just in case, but I'm pretty sure that one doesn't give you anything. Okay. Nice. That's really good for us. Really good. Some future prep. Okay. We go. So I think, chat, we may actually have to wrap up there, because I think we're going to be doing some Schedule 1 with the gang. It's going to be our last episode of that. So we can continue our mailbox hunting in the next episode. Those of you on the YouTube VODs, just a reminder that there will be a link in the description to the Twitch page where we stream all of this content live, so you can come by whenever you would like. Also, those of you watching this on the Twitch channel, if you missed anything today, this will be posted on the VODs channel. Right, we'll wrap that one up there, and we will catch you guys on the YouTube in the next one.